Good morning, class. Today we'll study about how to trade today, and hopefully you can remember our module. Our subject is international trade policy. Okay, start now. Before starting, I want to remind you about textbook. I hope you guys already have the Vietnamese version of textbook. It's look like that. However, I need to recommend you some English book. The first one is an international trade written by Robert C. Fletcher. This book is very important for you because it has a lot of basic concept, a lot of basic definition, and if you can read this, you can read the definition before they are edited by the translators. And after that, I need you to find this book, International Economics Theory and Policy, written by Krugman, because this book is not useful for our subject, but for other subject too. Okay? Now, with this subject, we need to find out the definition of trade. What is trade? What is the international trade? Secondly, we need to find the trading activities in the past and trading activities in the present. And after that, we can compare the results that we found, and we can answer the questions. How does it trade today? Is it okay? Okay. Right. Now the definition. What is trade? Anyone? What is trade? Okay, I have received a lot of ideas about the trade, but trade is very simple. It's a basic economic concept involving the buying or selling goods, service, or anything between the seller and buyers. That's all. So what is international trade? International trade is the trading activities happens across border. That's all. Right? Now, turn the book at page 54, and now you can skim it. At that time, Fletcher divide the activities of international trade into 4 groups. The first group is, anyone? The first group is food, feed, and beverage. Secondly, industrial supply. Thirdly, finished consumer goods. And finally is a capital goods. Right? Okay, with the capital goods, we don't care about that. Okay? We don't care about the capital goods because the topic of the international investment model, so we don't care about that. What about the 3 groups? Are they still available to be applied in the today trade? Use common sense, use knowledge to answer my question. Can we still apply these 3 groups to the today trade? Okay, the answer is no. Because we lack an important group, that is service. So now we can divide the products of international trade into 2 main groups. The first one is merchandise, and second one is service. Okay, understand? Good. Now we know about the definition. But we need to answer the questions, how do I trade today? So as I said before, we need to go back to the past to see what does they trade in the past, and after that compare to the present to see the trends through timeline, right? But we cannot just review the history as an historian. We need to investigate the data, the historical data, as an economist. So we need to research questions. So in the past, I need you to find out 2 things for me. The first thing is, who were trading leaders? And secondly is what does they change? And after we have the answers of the two questions, we can compare to the present, changing in the present. Is okay? Right, continue. Now the timeline of the development of international trade. Before 19th century, we have international trade. Merchants started trade some goods that they cannot ship in their countries. So what does it change? Just squares up. What does it change? They change some goods that were available in some countries, but wasn't in some other countries. So what does it change? Yeah, they change natural resources. Anything else? They change agricultural products and maybe some craft, right? Now, you told your book on page 64. You can see that the international trade had two golden age. Reading the book and answer the question for me. What were the catalysts for the improvement of international trade? Or in other words, why did they call the two towns before World War I and after World War II is the golden age of international trade? Okay, anyone give me the answer, please? Okay, the answer is of two reasons. International trade has improved because improvement in the transport, and secondly because of the tariff reduction, right? Just right now we don't have the historical data, so we need to grasp if they need improvement in transport. What does they change? Merchandise or service? Yeah, that's the merchandise. So the main products of international trade at that time is merchandise, not service. Keep it in your mind. Okay, now so we found the answer. We already found the answer for what does they change, but who were the leader? Who were the trading leaders? This is a graffiti model that you can study more at the second class, but now I just introduce you a formula for you to estimate the trading volume between two countries. The F is the trading volume, the C is a constant term, the GDI and GBG is the GDP of the two countries, and D is the distance between two countries. Okay, so now if you have the high GDP and you stand close each other, you tend to have high trading volume. So as past, we will have European continent, right? It's because they have the high GDP and they stand close together. And we have the American state, right? United States. So these countries were the trading leaders at that time, as the past. How about today? Now we see the merchandise export reported by WTO in 2018, from 2008 to 2018. Why I take the 2008 as a time point? Before 2010, it was called the past, right? This 2008 is still the past. Why I take the 2008 as a time point? Because in 2008 we had the financial crisis that affect every aspect of our economic activity. That's why 2008 is a very important time point for us to investigate. Okay, now we can see this line present the total merchandise. So compared to the 2008, it's still rise, right? Agricultural product, rise. Manufacturers, rise. Only thing that fall is the fuel and mining products. Why? After recover in 2009, why it still fall until now? Anyone? Because of the 2015. In 2015, we had the global political tension in Ukraine. We have the Ebola pandemic and world oil price collapsing, world oil price collapsing. That's the reason why fuel and mining product line is look like that. Okay, we investigate about the merchandise. How about the service? As a past, service is not a main product. How about now? Now, the black line present for the service. As you can see, from 2009, after the recovery of the economy, the whole economy of the globe, commercial service is now took place of the merchandise position. So now service is the main focus of the countries, of the company that take part in the international trade. That is a big change if you compare the trading activities in the past and trading activity now. This is a big change. Okay, how about the leaders? In 2018, we have United States, we have Germany, we have United Kingdom, Italy still have the high GDP and spend close together, and they still in the top 10. They seem like not change a lot, right? They didn't change anything. However, they changed a lot. Let's see the developing country. India is a developing country. Vietnam is a developing country. However, look at Vietnam. They have rise 18 levels in the ranking table. And India, they rise 8 levels in the ranking table. Why the developing countries now have more important role in the international trade? Why? Is it a good or bad chance? For us, yeah, for us, maybe it's a good chance because in international trade, if we can take part in more, we can create more jobs, we can gain more from the international trade. But why did it happen? The answer is the answer is a global value chain. Do you know about the value chain term? Value chain. Do you know about it? Okay. If you know about it, good for you. If you don't know about it, now I want to introduce you a new term. It's a global value chain. It's a term that one product can be produced in maybe in almost every country in the globe. For example, take the plane. I think the plane is Boeing 747 maybe. Take planes as an example. As a past, maybe only one country, such as United States, can produce the plane. But now, things is different. Now, the wing will be produced. In Japan, the tire will be produced in Poland or France, if I read that flag correctly. But why global value chain creating the chances for developing countries to take part in the international trade? Because now the developing country has two ways to take part in the global value chain. First, they can export the inputs for whole products. For example, what the planet needs? They need a rubber for the tire, right? And now Vietnam can only export the rubber. Secondly, Vietnam can import the products, and after that they add more value to this product and then export it. Vietnam or developing country has an advantage of cheaping labor, cheaping land, open policy for foreign investment. So that's why we can eat more value with a cheap price. For example, it's a tire. We can input the tire, put more rubber in the tire, and after that export it. That's all. That's why now developing country with their offenders gain more and more important role in the international trade process. Now we need to conclusion. A lot of things happen between the past and present, right? Instead of the goods, now we have the service is a main products of the international trade. And we have the rising role of developing countries because of the appearance of global value chain. So now this is enough for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you.